Hey, it's Michael Spurs here, and in this video I'm going to teach you a little bit about what EFT is and how it can help benefit you with your emotional and even physical issues. So I'm recording this as part of a preparation tasks for my workshop and follow-along demo audience, but you might find this on YouTube, and if you'd like you can go and join my Facebook group, which I'll leave a link below in the description, and you can join the Facebook group and you'll see when I'm putting on these events for people to learn how to use EFT and also how to get a result during the actual workshop or during the actual follow-along demo. Now, some are free and some are paid, but you're welcome to join in anyway and see what you can learn there for yourself. Okay, so let's get into it. What is EFT tapping? So, EFT tapping, EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Techniques. And believe it or not, it's been around since the 1990s. So about 20 to 30 years. It was founded by a guy named Gary Craig. And it's very surprising to know it's been around that long because it's not that popular. And it's getting more and more out there, but it's still getting known. And even after 20, 30 years, even the amazing results that can happen with EFT, it's not that popular yet. So you might be onto something here, learning it pretty early on, or early on as it's still getting known. Now, what EFT does is it takes Western psychology, which has been around since the 1800s, and it blends it with Eastern Chinese medicine and philosophy, which has been around for thousands of years. So it takes the psychology that we've learned about human behavior, how the mind works, and all that the Western world has worked out. And basically, we're taking the ancient knowledge of the Chinese and we're mixing it together to how to benefit our lives, how to use this EFT to clear our emotional issues and physical and help with physical pain and that. So the simple definition I like to use when I tell people when they ask me what is EFT, I just tell them EFT is like acupuncture, and it's just without the needles. And I got a lot of cheers. Oh, without needles, because not many people I know like needles. The thing is with EFT, it's not as in-depth as acupuncture, and it focuses more on emotions than the physical, whereas acupuncture tends to focus more on the physical side of things. All right, so also the Chinese discovered that thousands of years ago, we have what is called meridians that run through our bodies. So these meridians, what they are, they're like rivers or channels where invisible life energy, which they call qi, travels through our body. So we have like these channels or these rivers of energy, the rivers that carry our life energy through our bodies. So this energy might be seen as something like spirit or just energy from the universe coming into us. It comes into us and comes out of us. It flows through us, basically. It comes in and it flows out. So it starts at one point of these meridians or these rivers or channels, flows through and comes out. So that's what the Chinese sort of figured out. That's their theories, or their philosophies. So these, and it's invisible. You can't see this energy and you can't see the meridians. So what happens is these meridians, as we go through our lives, they tend to get blocked. And that's usually from emotional and sometimes physical disturbances. And these emotional disturbances are usually, and sometimes physical, are from our thoughts, our thought patterns. That's what causes these blockages. So our meridian system basically gets blocked or kinked or disturbed by our thoughts. So if I give you an example here of a garden hose, okay, you all know what a garden hose is. And basically our meridians run through us. There's about 10 to 15 different meridians that I know of. They run in different areas of our body. So some might run down our arms from about our chest here up and down to our fingers. Some start in our head and run down our back all the way down to our legs, to our toes. So they're all in different areas. And these meridians are named different by the different organs that they run through or travel through, such as the heart meridian, the gallbladder meridian, the kidney meridian, the liver meridian. And just because the meridian runs through there, if we've got a blockage in the heart meridians, for instance, or the lung meridian or the liver meridian, doesn't necessarily mean that we've got an issue with our heart or our lung or our kidneys or anything like that. It's just that meridian line is where the blockage is. That's where the meridian that gets is blocked. It's named that meridian because that organ, the meridian travels through that organ. That's the only reason there, okay? So now acupuncture practitioners study for many years to learn the many points along the different meridians. So with our hose here, this is just one of the meridians out of the 10 or 15 that I was talking about. So they're going to learn basically how they work out where the blockage is. They ask you a heap of questions that they have to learn, and these questions give them an idea where the blockage might be. So they're relating, okay, this is that person's answer, this is where the blockage might be. So when they've got the meridians, and we've only got one here with this hose, they're going to work out basically whereabouts along there's the blockage, all these different points. If you look at an acupuncture diagram, you'll see there's all these points along the meridian. That's where the needles go. And they're going to work out basically whereabouts, which meridian firstly, and then which point in this meridian might the blockage be. And the idea of the needle is, it's sort of, from what my acupuncturist told me, is they put the needles in and it sort of stops the flow even more. So when you release the needle, it gets like that sudden sort of bit of a surge, and it helps unblock the blockage there. Okay. Now these practitioners have to study 3 to 4 years, from what I understand, just to learn how to find where the blockage is and which points to get these needles right, because they've got to also be careful they don't hit the muscles and nerves. Because if you get like a little needle in the muscle or nerve, it gets really painful. Just that sudden jolt, not like the pain doesn't stay, but they've got to get that point exactly where it is. Okay, so it's a very precise art in a way. Now, the good news for you and me is that with EFT, we only need to learn about 10 or 15 of these points. Not meridians, just points along the meridians. And these points are basically the start and the end point. So where the energy comes into the meridian and where the energy leaves the meridian. So we're either going to learn the start or the end point. That's all we're going to have to learn. Okay, and there's only about 10 or 15 of them to learn. And no needles, no pain, just simple tapping, very gentle tapping. Okay, that's all we're going to use. We're just going to be basically using our fingers to tap on the start and end points of these meridians. That's it. So no pain, no, and basically it's very simple to do, just using your fingers, no tools, no anything else. So basically what we're doing, it's like when something gets stuck and you give it a bit of a tap or a shake. Okay, so if water's running through this hose, say a little rock gets in there and it gets a bit tapped, a bit stuck, and the water stops flowing as easily. Now with the meridians, I don't think you can stop the life flow altogether, but a blockage can certainly disturb it or slow it down, and I think that's where the issues start. But I don't personally think you can actually stop that whole meridian, block it right up completely. So what happens is, if we get a little rock, say up the top of the hose, the issue might end up further along the line. So with acupuncture, like when my practitioner was doing it for my eyes, he was putting needles in my legs, because he knows that the blockage might be, the issue with the eyes, the blockage might be further in the meridian that's in the actual legs. So a Western practitioner, a normal doctor that you might go to, says, oh, it's the eye problem, he'll study the eyes. But an Eastern Chinese medicine person will look at the meridian and say, well, the blockage might be anywhere along that meridian, and he'll look for where it might be blocked there. Once he releases that blockage, basically it clears up the issues further down the line. Okay, so that's basically how the meridians work and how the issues work and when you clear them. So with EFT, we are tapping to release emotional blockages. Okay, and it's like a glue dissolver that unsticks our thought and emotional patterns. Because as children, well, we get, not as children, sorry, over our lifetimes, and then predominantly as children, we get these emotional patterns. And that's why we react in ways that we don't know. Why do we react like that to something that happens or something someone says? Why do we have these emotions that we don't know why they're there? And they're basically habitual patterns that we've learned, how we react, the way we feel about something, and then how we behave about it as a result of that feeling. So emotion is like the glue that holds these emotional patterns in place. So EFT is like a glue dissolver. When we tap on these points, it releases the emotion, which frees the thought, and it allows the blockage to become unstuck. All right. That's basically the theory behind it. Now, the benefits of EFT is it's so simple and so easy to learn, and it's very quick to apply. There's some of the main benefits there. Very simple, anyone can learn, even children. It's so easy. No needles. Again, no needles, no pain, no tools. Okay. It's free. It doesn't cost anything to try it out and see if it'll work for yourself before you try other methods that might cost a bit of money. Okay. So it's free to try. You're only using your fingers. It's just a tool. The only tool you're using is your fingers. Now, it's not messy and inconvenient to apply like ointments and creams. So we're talking more here physical conditions you might look at. So you're not applying ointments, creams. Have I put on enough? Have I not put on enough? You're swallowing supplements. Am I taking the right supplement? Things like that. So it's more convenient in a way. It's more. It doesn't cost anything to try these different ointments and creams you might have to try. Then you have leftovers too. You can notice instant shifts at times, and I've noticed what could be considered borderline miracles. Some people just start tapping on an issue in the first few points, and all of a sudden it might start clearing up or even clear up altogether. And fascinating, like to watch. And I've got some interviews where I've done with some of my clients that you might like to check out on YouTube, some of the results they've had with just the tapping itself. Okay, the shifts they've had. Amazing stories I've seen, even other stories I've read about and watched on videos from other people. Now, it's very gentle. The biggest side effect you might have is tiredness and a bit of low energy, for maybe until you have a snooze or a sleep. But I find that generally clears up very quickly. So it's very gentle technique to apply. And very easy to teach to others and help others with. Okay, now don't go using it for traumatic things. Get a practitioner's help for that, because things might come up that you're not ready for. So whether you're using it for yourself or others, make sure it's nothing too traumatic that might bring up other stuff that you're not ready to deal with or help other people with. You're not in a position to help them with, or yourself. And the other good thing is it can be used for just about any issue, like anything you can think of. Okay, so all kinds of emotional blocks, but also for physical pain relief and symptom relief. So physical pain is obvious: back pain, shoulder pain, knee pain, but also symptom relief, something you might have an allergy, or with food allergies, be careful. If it's something where it can be life-threatening, don't go testing it with that. But just simple allergies like hay fever, you're allergic to pollen or something like that, or dust, might relieve your symptoms. Colds and flus, it might relieve your symptoms. If you suffer with conditions like fibromyalgia or just different conditions, just symptoms you get from different conditions, just try it, see what happens. Now, if you do have physical pain and it keeps coming back or it doesn't improve, please go and see a medical doctor, because it might be a serious issue that needs looking at. It might be a physical cause, a physical blockage, literally. I had a gallstone. I didn't know it was a gallstone, and EFT was doing nothing. I went and saw the doctor, and he said, "Oh, you got a gallstone." And they got scans confirmed I had a gallstone. I had to get it removed. Now, that's a physical blockage. No amount of EFT is going to remove that physical blockage, and that could have got quite serious for me. If the stone broke up and moved to other organs, I could have been in real trouble. So I had to get that physically removed. So please, if it's not working or if it keeps coming back, the issue, pain is there to tell you something's not right, okay? So please see a medical doctor if the issue doesn't go away, it doesn't dissolve at all, okay? Now, I'm not going to go through a full list of what it can help with, so please do see the description. I'll leave it below the video. I'll leave a list of what it can help with. And if you're getting ready for a workshop, I'll put it in a document for you as part of the preparation tasks and everything else, the resources I give you as part of the workshop or whatever I'm doing for the group, okay? So that's where you can get a comprehensive list of what EFT can help you with. Now, the whole purpose of my follow-along demos and workshops is to give you an experience, not just to share the theory of it, to give you an experience of what EFT tapping can do for you. Okay, so if you come along to a workshop or a follow-along demo, you don't just get the theory, you get to follow along and try it out for yourself and get the experience of it, and maybe even walk away with a big result for yourself. That's why I do them. And some of them, like I said, are free, and some of them have got a small charge. Some are a bit more expensive. So I scale it so everyone can afford to do something at least and learn what it's all about, and other things as well, not just the EFT, but other things as well. And it's a valuable tool you can take away and use for the rest of your life. So I'll teach it to my clients, my workshop attendees. When they take it away, they can use it for the rest of their lives. Okay, so that's what I loved about it. That's why I learned it. That's why I studied it. And that's why I got certified in it. So I can teach it and share it with basically the world. Whoever's ready for it can use it themselves. And like I said before, it's so simple that even children can learn to use it for themselves. Okay, they can learn it and take it away and use it on their own without anyone showing them how to do it. Okay, even a 6-year-old child, I reckon, I haven't had the opportunity yet, but I reckon I could teach a 6-year-old child how to do it. They could take it away and use it for themselves. So if they can do it, I'm sure you could learn how to do it very simply. And in these workshops and that, we focus on the very basics just to get you started, okay? And as I said, EFT is the most gentle healing modality I've come across so far. Now, if I find something even more effective that's as gentle, I'll definitely be teaching that in the future. But this is the one so far that I've learned, the one that I like, the one that I share, and the one that I use for myself, and I've noticed significant results for myself with. So let's get you started. Are you ready for it? Let's learn the EFT tapping and how I use it to help yourself with your emotional and physical issues. Now, if you're preparing for the workshop and that, obviously that's what we're going to be doing in the workshop. That's what this video has been, the preparation, and you'll have some more preparation videos and tasks to get you ready for that workshop. Okay. So if you're not part of this workshop, but haven't given you as part of your preparation tasks, and you're on YouTube or you've found this some other way, then please consider joining our Facebook group to stay connected with me and the group. And that way you get the invites to these EFT workshops and presentations I put on, and you can join for your specific issues. I do it on different issues. Sometimes it might be stress, sometimes it might be pain relief, sometimes it might be weight loss even, cravings, habits, all different areas of life, even your pets, helping your children with it. And not just EFT, like I said, all different things. And I'll give different insights and my theories and that too. So you're most welcome to join the group, and that way you stay in touch and you get the invites as well. And of course, participate in the group as well and ask your questions and share your knowledge as well, because you might have things that you can share that I don't even know, and you can help others in the group with as well. Okay, and I'll leave a link to those groups down below. Now, when you join, be sure to tick to say you agree to the rules. You'll have to agree to the rules there that I've put there on Facebook to make sure you're congruent and you have read the rules and you agree, so everyone's in alignment with each other. So make sure you tick that box, or I won't be able to accept you into the group. But there's an option there to answer a question where you can get my seven stupid simple techniques for reclaiming control of your emotional states within seconds. Now, there are video series that go over 7 days, and you get one each day to try out and try for that day and see how it works for you. Because some will work, some might work, and some might not. So you can choose which ones are your favorite, and obviously keep them and keep using them. Bit of a giveaway. One of them is EFT, so you'll learn the EFT basics there. And basically, when you join the group and you answer that you want that, you'll get access to that pretty much straight up. You get the access to the first one pretty much straight away. Okay, so I look forward to you joining the group, participating in the workshops, coming along, learning from me, learning this EFT, learning other things. I really look forward to helping you change your life, basically, to help you through your issues, break through your past, empower your future, get on with things, and really enjoy what life has to offer. Okay, so thanks for watching this video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.